WROL broadcast. The end is nigh. We have sad news to share. If you haven't already seen the news in-game on DCL Twitter, this is not a joke. The game is officially shutting down as of October 31st, and the servers are shutting down completely, so you will no longer have access to the game at all at the end of October 31st. So we've assembled a motley crew as fast as we could to get this out and kind of talk about our mixed feelings about this whole process. As many of you know, I haven't played much in a while, kind of been considering retirement, so it probably isn't hitting me as hard as it usually would, but I have to say, as soon as I got the news, I was genuinely sad. M4 as the most probably loyal DCL fanatic, how are you feeling right now?
Surprisingly okay about it. It hasn't sunk in yet, so we'll see.
It's just like your girlfriend just broke up with you. You haven't.
It's because you don't ever
processed it
podcast, dude.
I kind of almost sad it wasn't on the last tier list. I guess next month will be the final tier list.
We'll still do.
We'll do one more. We'll do the last tier list, and I'll put Superman back in S tier.
You'll just put the pin the tier list to the subreddit.
Yeah, and we'll recalibrate everyone because this is their final state. This is it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I tried to get Joker to come on, but he's not. I don't know. He's
not even Zubaz.
Nah. Yeah, I don't know. But it's Doom as the longest resident of DC Legends. How do you feel, buddy? You're still muted, just so you know.
Someone unmute him.
He's muted. He muted himself, so I can't unmute him. Alright, we'll come back to Doom. Kage, you're up, buddy. You haven't been on in a while.
No, I haven't. It's been a minute. I think I got kicked out.
I mean, you know.
It's business, nothing personal.
Yeah, you should be used to it.
Yeah. Well, I was a Slow Beast replacement. I was your number one partner in crime for a good while. Then we got the whole cast together for 2 years, or the whole Owls. It basically became an Owl podcast, and now it's just M4 and the crew. You're gone. I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird thought.
It's been a weird ending, but you still played the game pretty regularly, right?
I still do.
Yeah. I haven't played a whole lot recently, but it's funny because I just started playing a little more regularly again, and of course that's as soon as they announce it. Hawkeye, you are a heavy-duty player. You play. You're the one of the people that didn't think the game was shutting down. How you handling the news?
I was hopeful, but it's been pretty obvious. The writing's been on the wall for a little while that the end was near. But you just think that it was going to be a little bit longer. Stretch it out. Maybe we stop getting stat boosts, stop getting reworks. We'll give you one new tune. The servers are still alive for a little while longer, that kind of thing. But it's pretty sudden. So, as we get closer to the day, I think it's going to be hitting everybody harder and harder.
Yeah, I was on the phone, and I just kept seeing messages come through. I'm like, what? And then I'm like, oh wait, and then I saw a Twitter post. I'm like, oh, this is real. So yeah, it was quite surprising. Luke, how about you, buddy? You haven't really played much, but
I haven't played a lot, but obviously I played a lot of Raid. I will do one final thing for the game. Back to Tropo! WB has trashed the game. They threw it in the bin. They said, see ya! No more! Throw it out!
In Twitch, there's a guy who goes, do y'all think this means Gear 12? Yeah. Yeah, I don't think so.
To be honest, I am genuinely sad. And when I saw the tweet, I actually got very choked up. Playing the game this long, regardless if I play all the time or if I just play a little bit, it's not just the game. It's the game, it's the team, right? Your whole crew, and it's it's coming to an end, and I hope that we keep the friendships alive because I think we made a lot of friends over the years.
Yeah, and I would say that's the greatest thing about this game, is that, we made friends that I think will be around for life.
I hope so.
I'll be traveling New Jersey, and then I'll just bump into Loot. Hey, man, have you heard of this game, DC Legends?
Kage! Kage, I saw you said that you were gonna just spend all those RB token crystals that you have, right?
I
You
am.
must have like 500 of those things.
I have way more than 500, dude.
I knew it. I
Dude,
knew it. How many?
5 my Cheshire, and then I'm like, oh no, I'm 900 shards short of 9 RB5.
DG1, D1,
Oh
G1,
my
or whatever,
God.
however you pronounce his name, his announcement, his sunset announcement, it's bugged. I was like, that's such a fitting final announcement for him. Windigrew, we haven't got to you yet. How you feeling, bud?
I'm honestly devastated. I came to this game many times. The final time I came was in quarantine back in June 2020. Needless to say, that was a very rough time for most of us. We were in a very particular state with all the coronavirus and everything. And I came across several personal issues during that year and the following. Playing this dumb, stupid game really helped me get over so much stuff. I made so many good friends. I met some of them even in real life. This year, particularly, I started working a lot on the game. With Oracle, with Hawkeye M4, Historic, and so many other people, we were tracking down every single bug in the game. We had all the kits designed. We had so much features that we were saying, yes, we are going to help now WLB get everything sorted out. We are going to see things right. And the worst part of it is that we had June, July, new sales, tunes started coming with less bugs. We started getting the Colosseum. We got Siege Bands. So many changes that you said, okay, this might be bright. And suddenly we get a surprisingly buffed calendar. And then Rips goes silent for a week, having 3 bug tunes and such. And yeah, it was such. You'd say, I talk with Hawkeye, and he says sometimes, Rips goes silent, Rip dies, whatever. And then, yeah, it's the end. I don't even know what to think. It's hard, it's hard.
I have a shoulder for you to cry on, man. My shoulders are about 40 inches, so yeah, pretty big.
Well, I will say that most people know my whole cancer story, and that's what got me into this game. This game got me through some really rough patches, so I definitely will always have a soft spot for it. This last year, I really haven't played a whole heck of a lot. Went through a divorce, then met someone great who has consumed a lot of my time, so I haven't been as big into video gaming. So, kind of came at a good time, I think. I was not playing as much, so I think if this would have been 2 years ago, I would have been heartbroken. But it feels like a natural time to end. We've invested a ton of time and energy into it, but I do think, I think if the game had the resources it needed to be successful and move on, it would have been a different story. But I think in its current state, it was probably time to wrap it up. The only thing that really surprises me, and I'm more upset about than anything, is for a lot of people would have been okay to just play with no updates. Just leave the servers up for people just to play for a while. Give them a year or something.
I know. Injustice
6
1,
months to a year. Just let us just have it out. Just have some fun.
Yeah, just redo the sales. Injustice 1 is still up and running after all these years, and it came out before this game. That's how I got
Same
it.
developer, right?
No,
I don't know
different
if it's
developer.
San Francisco, but I don't think it's.
No, it's a different.
No,
developer.
it's not the same company.
No, it's the one that does what's that one game?
NetherRealm.
Yeah, NetherRealm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Does Injustice 2 the same developer?
I don't,
Or is that the other company also?
Yeah, that's NetherRealm as well.
Mortal
Okay.
Kombat. They do Mortal Kombat and Injustice.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Damn. You guys did the fucking end of game podcast like what, 2 weeks ago too?
I blame hate
we
forever.
yeah.
Yeah, the clickbait. You guys memed this into existence. This is
It
your
was
fault.
happening. We knew.
No, it was hate.
Yeah. Blame me.
Stop playing, so the game died.
Yeah, they said, "Oh, this guy isn't even playing."
It's because we put Tootie into VIP. That's why.
Yeah, well, it's funny because in VIP, Zubaz. Actually, I'm going to read it word for word because this is great. So Zubaz posted on May 27th, 2022. I've forever had a pact with Tootie that we would recommend each other for a spot. I do have one reservation, though. I've long had the theory that this game is an ongoing saga and Tootie is actually the protagonist. I'm slightly concerned that when he's added to NDA, it will completely complete his narrative arc and the game will shut down like a month later. I'm willing to take that risk. And then Tootie joined just a few months ago.
Actually, I think it's been
been
over
over
a
a year.
year.
Has it been? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so, but still, I blame Tootie. So, yeah, that was... There is, so, to give you guys some news, it sounds like we've been back and forth with Reeves about stuff. Sounds like they're going to be doing some big stuff for the final month, just because why not? So...
Of course they are.
Yeah, I mean, why not? I have a feeling we're going to see some crazy stuff. So, and I can confirm, just looking at chat, that people from WB are actually listening to this right now, so it's even more entertaining. So, if there's anything we can share about maybe what's happening next month, that would be great. But
Oh, if they're listening, can you ask if Burger can just pay for their AWS instance so we can keep playing the game?
there we go.
Yeah, salt's a burger. You know,
Yeah.
If there's
Is that where
He
the
has
game
money-
is hosted?
dude.
Is it
you,
hosted on AWS?
Yes.
between
That's
Loot
what I
and
get.
Burger, they have more money than God. They can probably buy the game and finance it for the next 10 years.
I wonder what that costs, those servers. I'm sure it's not cheap.
If there's no, it's per use. So if there's not a lot of people using, I can
But
imagine
there,
the storage is that big. But
I mean, there's still like 30,000 people when you look at.
God damn it, I mean, people would go. It probably close to 10,000, maybe less people would stick around.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you're right. It would probably drop down, but that would be
Shouldn't be that bad.
that would be fun. So I hope they do something crazy and fun. I hope I did ask, so blame me if it happens. I did ask them to nerf Spectre to the ground for next month as a parting gift, just to see what the game's like for a little while.
Yeah, I mean,
You
whatever.
know what I think would be so cool if they did in the final month? If they actually just like anybody that was suspicious in hacking, just ban them forever. Finally, just ban them for 30 days.
Early retirement. They retired
Give
30
them the
days before
boot.
all of us.
You know, I will say this, if the developers are listening, we have absolutely fantastic ideas on if you want to do a new DC mobile game that's based off of DC Legends, and you can call it DC Legends 2.
No, they should just look at the Star Wars. What's the name of that game?
Galaxy of Heroes.
Yeah, I mean it's older than this game. They just expanded on it because you already have the player base. How many DC games came out and just shut down after a few months? There's
I don't know.
that
There's just
I remember.
not a lot of DC fans out there, I guess. I mean, look at the movies; they all flop.
Yeah, because WB doesn't know what they're doing.
They literally all flop. And you know what? I actually saw The Flash on TV the other day. I thought it wasn't too bad. It was pretty good.
Bro,
I liked it.
that
It's
scene with
cool.
the baby flying through the screen, I don't know, man.
I was actually planning on watching that tonight.
Don't spoil it for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the baby scene was weird, dude. Where they put the baby in the microwave.
I'll be surprised if that's real. But
Do not spoil it for you.
yeah, don't Don't spoil it for me.
Big plot point.
He doesn't know that you're joking, Kage. It's not a scene from the movie.
No, there is a literal scene where there's a baby. The Flash puts a baby in a microwave to save
do I-
it.
Isn't it the beginning? It's the very beginning of the movie.
Yeah, it's the beginning of the
Okay.
movie.
And
It's a
he
major
actually
plot
does
point.
put a baby in a microwave. It's true. He's not making it up.
I'm not making it up. They put a baby in a microwave, and I was like, dude, this movie sucks.
It was just weird. The rest of the movie I thought was pretty cool.
It was heartwarming, I guess. Especially at the end where they show George
Do
Clooney,
I-
and I'm like,
Do I need to mute Kage already?
Yes, you do. If you wanna...
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Alright.
There's no George Clooney.
Bolsey wants us to mention the count to 0. I don't know what that means.
What is that?
When we reverse the raid
Oh
counter.
yeah, that was one of my favorite. We're definitely gonna do a final podcast like on October 31st. Period. Well, probably not on that day, but like the right after. We'll gotta do like a
Oh, we should do like a new...
planned out memories
10
end
seconds.
of time podcast. Doom, you're mighty quiet today. That's kind of weird. It's freaking me out a little.
He's muted. That's why.
Oh, he's still muted.
I actually have an
that's his
idea.
choice.
If they
That's
do
his
a
choice.
raid, if they choose to do a raid, which I actually think would be fun, maybe make every single character in the game. I like what
X5.
Hawkeye said. Make them all 10x, every one of them,
Yeah.
and make the boss have like a gazillion points.
What? No, just make it 1 HP, so like you can just get in and out.
No, the Alliance boss, not the solo.
That's you're talking about October, right? I want September to run. Just,
Dude, I don't want to raid in
Beginning of-
October. I'm okay with a September raid, just not an October raid. I don't want to
beginning of-
finish off fucking DCL with like, oh, I have to do a slog for a full weekend.
Well, you
That's-
don't have to.
You don't have to. There's no reason to.
You mean let people that want to do it, and then you don't want it, then don't do it.
Oh, and you know what else? Release the big bosses immediately. Like for solo, don't
No.
make them wait for the whole weekend.
Reeves
Like,
told us that crashes
they-
the servers.
They get past the 10 million point mark or whatever. Just let those level 90s come out right away.
Well, no, that crashes the servers. That's what they told us.
What?
Yeah.
Well, they'll crash
Yeah,
the servers. So
Yeah,
what?
I know everybody's like, let's do a final raid, but I'm really not. I don't know. That's not. I don't know. I'm not excited. about
Yeah,
the raid at
that's
all.
not very exciting.
Like doing, especially fast raids. Those are the worst raids.
Yeah.
They are the worst. I just want September to be somewhat normalish, and then October then do whatever the heck you want.
Exactly.
That's
So,
the
guys,
best in September.
for a little nostalgia trip, what was your favorite DCL month that you remember?
First Siege, that's it.
August 2018, right?
Yes, because that's the first like real new thing. But
I have a favorite month.
What was that?
My favorite month was my first raid with Burger. I'll never
first time you
forget
lost
it.
to someone.
I will never forget that raid.
He was the new
one of
kid in town.
It was actually one of the most fun months I think I had playing in the game. That guy is me times 10. He just I can't even compete. It's just not.
Yeah,
A
we didn't think
competition.
it was possible to beat Loot at grinding, but
It's just not. He's a machine. He doesn't even sleep.
No, he only needs like
Crazy.
3 or 4 hours a night. That's
That's all he does is 3 to 4 hours a night.
Yeah, he
every
shows us-
day.
he shows us his Apple Watch sleep schedule, and it's crazy.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
4.5
it's
hours
real.
is
He only
like
sleeps a few hours.
4.5 hours is like his normal, like on a normal night, which is
Dude,
insane.
I suffer on 4.5 hours. What
I
the
would
hell?
die on 4.5 hours. I could do it for like one day.
Last raid he had a day
But-
where he slept 2 hours.
Yeah,
okay, didn't you do that like in the beginning of your
I did, and I was dying. Burger functions and is like productive member
Yeah.
of society when he doesn't sleep. So
Death by Snooze?
Last September was probably my favorite month. We got Flatline and Question, who were both great. Poison Ivy rework, Penguin. The meta was one of the healthiest metas we had the entire length of the game. You could use almost any tune.
I think mine was.
That was my
I think
that
mi-
was mine too.
I think mine was my favorite month was Fire and Ice. when they came out. They were so much fun, and the meta was still quite entertaining.
Yeah.
My
You-
favorite was probably Artemis because it just felt like I was heard by WB. They're like, we see you, we hear you, here's a bone for you, Kage.
That month
And I
was
just
great.
felt
I
like-
remember that month, and it was a cool month.
That was
And
a
good
month.
if you flip Artemis from front to back, it's quite a sight.
and that month's my most Artemis month though. With what's her name? That came out with her.
Cersei.
Cersei, Artemis. That was my most expensive month ever in DCL. Because
Oh,
I took
yeah.
them both to RB5 that month.
Oh
And-
yeah,
And that hurt so bad. Because that was before
It was-
Tapjoy.
it was worth it.
It was fun, and I had my Martian Manhunter, Artemis, Cersei, and I can't remember who the fourth was. And
It
Rod?
was Cheetah, Hippo, Cersei, and Artemis. Manhunter was the previous month.
well, I had
We-
this four-man team that, like, I had more.
You had
defensive
Grodd.
ones.
I
Yeah,
think you had a Grodd on that team too.
maybe I can't remember, but it was a four-man team, and like everybody struggled against it, and it was fantastic.
Because
For,
it was like a
1
stun
month.
team or something.
Yeah, for like
I
1
remember.
month, everybody had a hard time with it. So I was like, oh, I finally have a ridiculous team that.
Oh, look who showed up. Zubaz. Zubaz, do you want to say something?
Yeah, we talked through all our final thoughts, Dubaz. So how you feeling right now, buddy? He's muted too. Him and Doom are muted. Is there something with the settings on them?
I don't know what Hawkeye did.
Okay, what did
I
you
didn't
do?
know-
You got me?
He
Oh,
just
there
had to
you are.
unmute
Yeah.
himself.
We got you.
Yeah, Doom.
I kind of think of it as like a dead grandparent. You know, like they were really struggling at the end here, and there's like a sense of relief that it's over, but at
Yeah.
the same time, it's still like sad that it is ending. Like,
I never.
I feel the same
totally
way.
agree with you.
I feel the same way. Because I'm like, I get off work at like, an hour before reset, and I'm like,
yeah.
trying to grind through my PvPs, and I'm like, fuck, how do I get through this? And then it just become a slog after a while.
It's funny how you relate things that you do to reset.
Yeah.
Is
No, I think. Listen, I mean, I do think like it's time. It's time. I think the game, especially over the course of the last year, obviously it's struggled quite a bit. At the same time, like the community never died, and that I think was what kept it alive for so long. Like Reddit still going strong, all the Discords still going strong. So everybody they expected it to go a little bit longer because it still had all this support. And I'm sure they were hemorrhaging users and probably hemorrhaging money, but at the same time, the art that was coming out was still so good. The animations were still good. The kits that were coming out were still really good. I think thanks in large part to a lot of the edits that they were just allowing us to make. So for this to be the end is, it's obviously a little bit of a shock and a disappointment. But at the same time, I think it's the right time.
I can't believe WB let me get away with making Cheshire as OP as she was.
Fuck you.
I gotta
So
tell
everyone-
you, I
yeah.
think you broke the game.
I really did.
I'm not even kidding.
For a while.
I have not
Especially when she
enjoyed
was
the
full.
game since that character's been in the game.
No, but
Once
I mean,
started
it has been good, and I think the community kept it going. I think obviously the intellectual property kept it going. Part of what kept this game alive for so long is that every single person in this community thought that next month would be the month that they'd get their favorite character, right? Like I have been, next month is totally when I get Animal Man I think I've been saying that since September of 2017. And so that's why so many people stayed. It was like, this is the month where I finally get Mr. Mime. This is the month where I finally get Wildcat. And then it never happened. And now nobody's getting anything. So we're all in the same boat.
I think it's because 2D stopped doing YouTube videos. That's why the game.
That is a big part of it. Obviously, I've long had the theory about Ty being the protagonist of the game. By the way, I'm just using everybody's real names from now on. I'm tired of using your usernames. The game is dead, so I'm just calling you all by your real names.
You don't even know my name.
I know everybody's name. I have fucking dossiers on all of you assholes. All right. So
calling your bluff.
So when
Oh, he
Ty,
knows.
when he joined like the the NDA group, I said, this is it. This is the end of the game, and that is exactly what happened. And I'm sad to see it go. I just wanted to stop in and say hi and also bye to all of you. I'm obviously never saying anything to you ever again. This is the end, but no, I did want to stop in for a second. I'm on my way to a birthday dinner, so I gotta hop out.
Well, we
But,
definitely will be doing a end of days DCL, like
Yes.
major pre-planned with all the big
Yeah.
community
We're gonna
members
have
and
celebrities. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
I'm inviting Minka Kelly, and it's going to be great.
So
the Tournament of Legends next week is going to be sick.
yep,
This is
because
the last one.
yeah, now I almost kind of wish I would have joined it.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, I'd be out in the first round anyways. It doesn't matter.
Hey, we all know that. You don't have to say that.
I mean, I haven't played in
But,
months. I don't even have half
no.
the new characters. So
I hope M4. I won't say I hope he wins or
Are you
loses.
gonna?
We'll see.
you gonna-
But
you gonna jinx
anyway,
me?
I'm gonna stack the deck against you is what I'm gonna do, because it's partially my money that is the prize money. So I'm tired of paying for your kids' college. All right, guys. No, it has been awesome. I'm glad that I was able to stop by one last time here. I will definitely be down for the End of Times podcast, and we will be in touch. I'll see you guys soon.
all right, thanks, Subaz.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
We should probably wrap this up though.
I do kind of like End of Times podcast. That sounds, it's kind of a good name.
Yeah.
I think that sounds really cool.
Yeah.
Hey, we should do like the like a New Year when you drop the ball. Like we're gonna.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Well, I'll do some major editing, production work, everything. So for the final episode.
All right.
I still think that Burger should pay for the servers.
I don't think they're gonna let him. So unfortunately,
That's on the table. No, he'll just send them checks to pay. He's not gonna get the admin keys. Just he'll send checks every month. Here, pay AWS. There you go.
why Burger? Why isn't Burger jumping in here?
Because
He's working.
making money.
Oh, okay. He's
Making
Yes,
it
he
rain.
has to save up for his future purchase of DCL.
Bolsey keeps asking about the zero raid. Yes, that raid was the most fun raid of them all. I will say, when it went to zero,
When we tried to hit zero,
and then it went
we
negative, and all that craziness happened. That was so much fun. That was like the only raid I will say that was super fun. But maybe it was like one other one.
That was fun. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was just crazy.
Yeah, and we also had like 6 months back the one with the X10 Batman CC raid with the Azrael Siege. Do you guys remember that one? That was also very fun.
Yes, 10 times Batman CC with Azrael 5 times.
Exactly.
That sucks. Because it was. Whenever it's an easy raid, it sucks. 'Cause it's-
I'll tell you, I actually, as much as it sucks, I really enjoyed the raid that we lost. I really enjoyed the time that we got to spend together. We were all just doing everything we could to even stay awake.
Yep.
That was probably the hardest. That was the hardest raid we had.
Yeah,
I miss
but we
I miss
have-
raiding
we
with the
have-
owls.
We have friends. You barely raided with us, Kage.
Yeah, you had the opportunity.
I have
you
no
fought
idea
it.
what you're talking
Okay, when we did that
Man,
raid, we
fuck
all had to
you.
actually do it on. We had to do it like we were all switch hitting, and it was so complicated. So we were all on Discord chat, and it was just like a party. Even though we lost, we had a good time.
Driver, there's debate right now with the team whether they're going to have another raid or not still. Nothing's been confirmed as far as whether there'll be a September raid.
Oh,
There's even people in Owl still saying, "Is this real?" Like,
Is this a
yes.
joke? Is this chaos?
No.
So Burger still wants to burn his 16,000 blue rate energy. Right?
Yeah. He's a maniac. I mean, I'll raid the final raid just because, but I can't say I'm excited about it.
One for the
I'm not gonna do solo. What's the point?
No, there is no point. Unless you want to try and
Be first or something.
be first, which is ridiculous.
I don't feel like that now. Right now, like I said, it hasn't sunk in. It feels like a normal thing. Well, we'll see. Once they close the casket, it's a different story.
Man, this just sucks, guys.
Well, guys,
Yeah, I think this is a wrapping up point. But
Holy crap! 79 viewers. I've never had this many.
90 viewers.
79.
Oh no, it jumped to 90 for a few minutes.
Yeah, it jumped to
they
90.
did it.
Yeah. And then they saw we paused. They're like,
That's all it took. The game to die for people to choose. Had I known.
fans, fake fans. They weren't there. They weren't
Now-
there until your
They
your
just
fall.
want to see the little.
Yep.
I just paid your subscription and the game is fucking dying.
Well, I will say that we gotta. Well, I'm not going to another game. Oh, see, it's 91 now. I'm not going to another game that is
Oh,
a
absolutely! This
mobile
is
game.
the first and the last.
yeah. I can't do it. I'm going to console games. I can't. I don't have the.
You
Well,
know,
I gotta
more-
tell you, I've been playing Marvel Snap casually. It's actually a lot of fun when I don't care. Like,
Yeah,
as long as I'm
I do
not
play that casually,
competitive,
but it's very.
I'm actually having
super
a
casual.
good time casually.
The
Mortal
problem
Kombat is coming out in a couple
we
weeks.
DCL, and then whatever game we try to play, we're not going to be able to play casually.
What's in a couple weeks?
Mortal Kombat's coming out in a couple weeks, so I'm just gonna play Mortal Kombat.
Well, you're gonna play that anyway. That has nothing to do with the game.
I'm just saying, I'm doing console games. I'm not doing
Yeah.
goddamn mobile games.
I'm playing Starfield, but that's not mobile.
I heard Starfield, you can choose how big your cock size is.
That is not true, but good idea.
But we get it, Kage. Yeah.
All right.
All right,
I'm
guys.
taking
guys.
off.
It's
Thank
been
you
real.
all so much.
Thank you so much
Thanks.
for
We
tuning
will
in over
have
Christmas
another
years.
podcast in a couple weeks.
Oh,
That is a
Um,
thank you.
But I just really want to thank everyone for listening over the years. And I made so many friends playing this game. Thank you all.
Thank you all.
Yeah, thanks
Thank
everybody.
you for the donations.
I really appreciate this community. It's been awesome. Our podcast community has been amazing. So we appreciate everybody sticking around. And we will have definitely at least, well, we'll still do one last tier list. And we'll do one last,
I'll be there.
and then we'll do the end of days podcast, which will probably be a multi-part. So I don't know. We're gonna do something big for that. We'll talk about it offline, and then we'll come up with
Yeah.
something. And then Joshua Wars has his Tournament of Legends starting Wednesday, so be sure to check that out. I think that will be fun.
Yes, and with a bang. I'm
Yeah.
excited. I'm stoked.
So look out for the Tournament of Legends. And Josh, where do they find it? Is it aired just separately, or I can't remember?
It's gonna be on his Twitch thing.
Okay, it's on Josh Wars Twitch Steam. It's Josh URAWRS. Or look for the guy that always yells at people for not gearing their tombs.
That is the guy.
All
All right,
I'll see you guys
signing
later.
out.
All right, guys, take care.
Thanks,
Take care, guys. Thanks for everything.